Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to this session entitled Elevating Our Identity, Cooperative Awareness and Tools. My name is Tom and I work for .coop, which is the global registry for the .coop domain name. As stated by the title of this session, my objective is to tackle head-on three of the biggest questions that people around the world are asking about the cooperative movement right now. Namely, how do we define our collective identity as cooperatives? How can we effectively promote it? And how can we turn this unique aspect about our businesses into an economic advantage? In this session, we will start with a brief rundown of what the cooperative tools are and then move on to the biggest question of all. Why is the cooperative brand something we should all invest in? We will explore just what a brand means to both a business and to its service users, plus how that brand can be affected by our behavior, as well as harnessed to the benefit of cooperatives globally. So let's begin. To start with, let's bring to the forefront of our minds those tools that we already possess as a movement. This is important so that we can understand their relationship to branding and its effectiveness. From my point of view, this links to a question that I hear a lot as someone who works for the Cooperative Domain Name Registry. Why should I use a .coop domain? One of the key aspects of the tools that it is important to know before we start is that they're not the private property of one small group of people or an organization who are looking to build their success by encouraging others to adopt their product. The .coop domain, the cooperative mark, and by extension the directory, which may be familiar to you already, are identity-enhancing tools that are owned completely by the cooperative movement. We will go individually into the details later, but it is good to know that by being controlled by supra-regional cooperative bodies solely for the benefit of the movement, that they are an option open to all cooperative businesses as a way to promote publicly their cooperative distinction. But why would we collectively want to do this? The new opportunities afforded by the technical revolution we are all experiencing currently are huge, particularly for spreading the word about a person's particular interest or business venture. However, to truly encourage engagement with what we're doing as cooperatives, we need to look beyond the surface. When someone thinks of a popular brand, many things can spring to mind. A logo, perhaps, an advert they have seen, or perhaps a lifestyle that the brand promotes. All of these things, however, are merely an extension of a brand, its tangible appearance. If someone has no idea what a logo represents, or have never experienced the positives that a particular image identifies with, then it means nothing. This is because a brand, at its heart, is an emotional connection. When people engage with a brand, be it of any business, they have internalized and made the brand of that business their own. They are invested with it. They feel included and may even be an ambassador for it. When a brand message is effective, clear, and speaks loudly in terms of what the business stands for, then it is easily internalized by the public. When we speak to emotions, rather than simply providing a service or fulfilling needs, that is when a business begins to really engage with those that use it. Examples are everywhere, but to take one non-cooperative one everybody will know, think of Coca-Cola. It is simply a sweet range of non-alcoholic drinks, yet by consistently and effectively appealing to emotions, they have linked their beverages from everything from enjoyable days on the beach with family to the iconic Christmas adverts here in the UK that a lot of people take as the start of the excitement of holiday season. Brands, when harnessed effectively, can become so powerful that they enter cultural vernacular. So, the benefits of cultivating a well-known brand are obvious. A Harvard Business Review study in 2015 concluded that those that connect with a brand are twice as valuable to a business than those that merely are extremely satisfied with their service. It is a current thread of discussion among prominent marketers right now that businesses invest so much in improving their end-to-end service levels, and while this can only have negligible effects on whether a customer will return to do more business. Therefore, it is vital that we cultivate a positive brand image for the cooperative movement in order to maximize the economic potential that we have. Cooperatives are a diverse and global model, with a huge range of sectors and profiles in literally every aspect of human endeavor. There is only, therefore, one way that we can use to really bring this business model together on the world stage and make it instantly recognizable as a force for good. We must harness the cooperative identity tools. With all the noise and advertising, going on out there at the moment, what makes cooperatives across every sector stand out from the pack? Its main unique differences are the values of the movement and the structure of the business model. These are the competitive advantages, and it is these that are attractive to those who wish to do business with cooperatives. It is the difference that makes cooperatives a beneficial alternative to other business structures. In the crowded space of the internet, a place where available .com domains are fast running out, there stands a tool that can be used to tell the world at a stroke what kind of business you are. No matter your area of work, your sector, your own appearance or design, the .com domain takes a useless and unremarkable part of your business and turns it into an instantly recognizable message. Everywhere your domain is listed or visible, people can see that you are a cooperative. They can find you among the crowd, and even on Google, you can search specifically for .com domain users. Let's look at a bit of background. .coop is the only domain reserved for cooperatives and cooperative organizations. The .coop domain registry is managed by Corporation LLC, and the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers, also known as ICANN, recognized .coop as the cooperative movement's internet domain back in 2002. The name registrants require verification, and it's this eligibility and verification policies that are defined by the registry. And Corporation is jointly owned by the National Cooperative Business Association, NCBA-CLUSA, and the International Cooperative Alliance. The domain does more than this, however. It is a way that we can use the power of linked open data to place verified, genuine cooperative businesses onto a global map. With open data being shared from multiple sources, it is also possible to build a world picture of cooperative businesses. This is the idea behind the Cooperative Directory and map. When walking down the street and you want a cooperative coffee, or a taxi firm that is part of the solidarity economy, then a look at the directory map can tell you your nearest options. This harnesses the power of Principle 6 and makes doing business with other cooperatives even easier. If you are visible here, then somebody can find you. For startups, small and new cooperatives, this is a key step up to boost your potential user base. A key asset then, and a very powerful ally in maximizing cooperative potential. Looking back to Coca-Cola, once people have associated the brand with a positive emotional message, once they have become an ambassador for the business, How is the best way to tell them that their favorite beverage option is available? That's right, it's the logo. For cooperatives, enter the co-op mark. The International Cooperative Alliance has developed a global identity for the co-op movement, the mark. It was designed in cooperation with Calvert's, a UK-based design company, and the International Cooperative Alliance, and together is used by co-ops around the world to support the movement. It is used as a cooperative community badge alongside their own branding and their own identity. The mark can be used on a website, in newsletters, email signatures, publications, promotions, packaging, merchandise, and signage. The question that gets asked of these tools a lot in our experience is, will the domain, the directory, or the cooperative mark economically benefit me or my organization and business? By telling the world that you are a cooperative, you not only highlight yourself as an organization that people want to do business with, but you also headline the following. It gives access and connection to the cooperative movement. This is a community that has been around since 1844. This not only raises a cooperative's visibility, but also connects you with the success, legitimacy, and principles of an institution over 150 years old. By using the cooperative tools, a business is able to use the shortest path to building a cooperative brand and publicly signaling their commitment to the 7 cooperative principles. By signaling that you are part of a .coop, you are proudly displaying your commitment to the movement. There are also many ways to use the domain and the mark. Here are some examples, but they're just a snapshot of the many different formats or ways that can be used to connect what you do with the cooperative movement. So you've seen in this short presentation just why the cooperative brand is so important and how we can help to cultivate it. It is in all of us as members, users and owners of cooperatives to collectively come together to raise the profile of the movement. Together we are stronger, and together we will speak with a louder voice and tell the world about why they should take notice of this very different way of doing business. Let's not miss this opportunity to highlight our cooperative difference. I hope you have enjoyed this video. My name is Tom, and please contact me if you have any observations, partnerships, or questions. I also publish cooperative stories of .coop users regularly, and if you would like to be featured, please get in touch. Please also join our networks. We are always working to bring together voices from the movement, and we have many channels for doing so. Please find them here and on the next slide. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in your cooperative endeavors.